Sabkai sir, should I start? Popat sir,
Yes, sir.
Sabkai
Yes,
sir,
sir. Sure.
done it?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. Good morning, one and all, and warm welcome to everyone. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're
Popat sir,
audible.
am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good morning, one and all, and warm welcome to all parents, students, and teachers for today's webinar series, which is organized by Dattakala Group of Institution Faculty of Engineering. I, Professor Bere Sachin from Computer Department, likes to invite all our parents, students, and teachers for today's webinar series. So before going to start webinar series, I would like to discuss why actually we are organizing this webinar series and what are the different points on which we are focusing on different points. So the thing is that as we know that uh, within a within a short period of time, engineering admission process is going to be start, and for that engineering process, we are organizing one webinar series, and as a part of that webinar series from today, we are going to discuss on different points. Let me share the screen so it will be better for all of you to understand which are the different points we are going to discuss under this webinar series. My screen is visible, all of you? Popat sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
sir.
under this webinar series, uh, as a first part of our webinar series, we are going to discuss which held on today itself. After that, as a second part of our webinar series, we are going to discuss on Dattakala Group of Institution, Faculty of Engineering, excellent engineering facilities. Which are the different facilities? What are the different schemes are to be provided by all engineering college, which is to be discussed in part two. After that, as a third part of our webinar series, we are discussing on various scholarship and required document for engineering admissions, which is on 28 August 2020. And the timing for all webinar series is from morning 10 to 11 a.m. And as the last part of our webinar series, we are going to discuss on benefits of engineering in MPSC, UPSC government services, which is on the date 29 August 2020. So this is what actually the schedule of our webinar series. And as the first part of webinar series, that is exploring the world with career in engineering, which is to be given by Sapkali sir. So I would like to give some introduction for our today's eminent personality, that is Mr. Sapkali sir. So he has completed his engineering. After that, he has completed his master in engineering, and recently he is working with Dattakala in ENTC department. So without wasting a time, I would like to invite Sapkai sir. But before that, just wait for 2 minutes.
जोर सर जॉईन झालेत का बघा
After
ना.
that, yes, we are waiting for Joel sir.
हं.
So after joining, so this is the schedule of our webinar series. So let me give some short description about each and every exploring the world with career in engineering. In this activity, we are going to see why we need to choose engineering, what are the different benefits of engineering. After that, the second part, that is Dattakala Group of Institution. I kindly request all parents and students, please bookmark this date, that is 27th August, because on this day we are going to discuss everything about the Takala group of institution faculty of engineering. So please bookmark this date, as definitely you will give that means we all are giving all information about our college. And after that, the third part, that is various scholarships and required documents for engineering admission, which is on the 28th. So in this activity we are going to discuss on various scholarship which are available for students help in that, and after that, definitely we will see which are the different documents, what are the different facilities are to be provided under that scholarship. And the last part, which is very important, and as of now you all are aware about that, from the students who are selected in MPSC and UPSC are mostly from the engineering stream. So by considering that point, we are focusing on the career, that means career in the MPSC and UPSC also. So this is what actually the fourth part. Hello, that is sir. May I know those sir is joined or not? That is sir. Popat sir. Popat sir.
I think
वेरे सर अजून जोरसर कनेक्ट नाही झालं. हॅलो वेरे सर, जोरसर कनेक्ट झालंय.
हा जॉईन झाले सर झाले.
Zol sir is joining after 5 minutes. So I kindly request. Hello.
जोरसर काय झालंय?
I welcome our Institute President Professor Zol sir for today's program, and I request our President Professor Zol sir to give guidance on the engineering and its career. Professor Zol sir, please. Zol sir.
हॅलो
Yes sir.
हॅलो, आवाज येतोय का?
Hello.
येतोय का आवाज
हा
सगळ्यांना?
येतोय सर.
Yes sir.
येतोय सर.
हा
Yes
हा,
sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू. हॅलो, आवाज येत
हो जोरसर
हॅलो.
आवाज येतोय.
Yes sir, you are audible.
येतोय सर.
हा सर येतोय आवाज.
मॉर्निंग. खर तर हा सेशन जो तुम्ही सर्वांनी ठेवला आहे, निश्चितच याचा फायदा मुलांना आणि काही फॅकल्टीला सुद्धा होणार आहे. याच्यामध्ये आपण सर्वांनी, आता 12वीचा निकाल लागलेला आहे आणि निकाल लागल्यानंतर विद्यार्थ्यांना गाईडलाईन होणं खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे आणि त्याच्याबरोबर काही फॅकल्टीला सुद्धा ॲडमिशन प्रक्रियेमधल्या छोट्या मोठ्या गोष्टी सुद्धा माहीत होणं गरजेचं आहे. याच्यामध्ये यावर्षी आमचा प्रयत्न चालला आहे आपल्या शैक्षणिक संस्थांच्या संघटनेच्या माध्यमातून की जी प्रवेश पात्रता आहे त्याची अट महाराष्ट्र राज्यामध्ये 15 मार्कांनी जास्त आहे ती कमी करण्यासाठी आम्ही प्रयत्न करतोय. त्याला निश्चितच यश येईल, पण थोडा वेळ लागतो, पण यश निश्चित येईल अशी आम्हाला आशा आहे. तर निश्चितच त्या माध्यमातून आपण तुमच्याकडे जे विद्यार्थी चौकशीला येत असतील ज्यांना ओपन कॅटेगरीतला 50% पेक्षा कमी असतील, रिझर्व्ह कॅटेगरीला 45% पेक्षा कमी असतील, त्या विद्यार्थ्यांना सुद्धा संधी मिळू शकते. पण त्याच्यासाठी थोडं थांबावं लागतं, वेळ लागतोय शासन दरबारी. ते निकाल नोटिफिकेशन निघाल्यानंतर ते आपल्याला सर्वांना सोपं जाणार आहे. याच्यातल्या दुसरी सगळ्यात महत्वाची गोष्ट आहे EWSच्या माध्यमातून, इकॉनॉमिकल विकर सेक्शनच्या माध्यमातून आपल्याला केंद्र सरकारने 10% ऍडिशनल आरक्षण दिलेलं आहे ओपन कॅटेगरीतल्या मुलांना. तर त्या सुद्धा सीट भरत नाहीयेत असं लक्षात आलं तर जे ओपन कॅटेगरीतली मुलं आहेत ज्याचं 8 लाखाच्या आतलं उत्पन्न आहे त्या मुलांना तुम्ही जास्तीत जास्त ते दाखले काढायला लावतो. एका दिवसात EWSचा दाखला निघतो. तर तो तुम्ही जर काढायला लावला तर निश्चितच मुलांना त्याचा फायदा घेता येईल आणि त्या 10% सीट पण ज्या ऍडिशनल ओव्हर अँड अबोव्ह इनटेक आहेत त्या तुम्हाला भरता येतील आणि त्याच्यामध्ये केंद्र सरकार त्याला 50% त्या विद्यार्थ्यांना स्कॉलरशिप देत आहे. तर ह्या बेसिक गोष्टी तुम्ही विद्यार्थ्यांना सांगणं गरजेचं आहे. आणि त्याच्यावर सगळ्यात महत्वाचं असं आहे की आज कोविड-19 मुळे जी परिस्थिती निर्माण झालेली आहे त्याच्यामध्ये पालक संभ्रमावस्थेत आहेत. थोडंसं CET होईल किंवा नाही. शासन बी अजून संभ्रमावस्थेत आहे. शासन पण लवकर अजून निर्णय घेत नाहीये. तर निश्चितच आवाज येतोय ना? हॅलो.
हा येस सर
हो,
येतो
आवाज
आवाज.
येतोय सर.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हा तर तर याच्यामध्ये आता ह्या सिच्युएशन मध्ये जसं आता JEE नीट सुप्रीम कोर्टाने सांगितलं घ्यायला, MHT CETच्या बाबतीत बी निर्णय झालेला आहे. तर निश्चितच आता शासनाला ते घेणं बंधनकारक आहे CET. तर त्याच्यामध्ये आता विरोध चालू झाला आहे. पण एक लक्षात ठेवा की आता याच्यामध्ये कदाचित असं होऊ शकतं की जे विद्यार्थी घाबरून CETला येणार नाहीत किंवा विदाऊट CETच्या मुलांना सुद्धा शेवटी सगळे राऊंड संपल्यानंतर संधी मिळू शकते. तो पण पर्याय तुमच्याकडे असावा. ज्यांनी CETचे फॉर्म भरले नाहीत ते पण विद्यार्थी तुमच्याकडे काय रेकॉर्डला असतील तर त्यांना सांगा की कदाचित शेवटच्या क्षणी तुम्हाला संधी मिळू शकते. कारण आता MBA ला एक सर्क्युलर निघालेला आहे की जर सगळे CETचे विद्यार्थी संपले, राहिलेल्या जागी विदाऊट CETच्या मुलांना MBA ला आपण प्रवेश देऊ शकतो. तशीच आम्ही इंजिनिअरिंगला मागणी केलेली आहे असोसिएशन तर्फे. कदाचित तो जर निर्णय झाला तर निश्चितच तुम्हाला सुद्धा विदाऊट CETच्या मुलांना प्रवेश देण्याची संधी मिळू शकते. फक्त त्याला आता एक AICTचं सर्क्युलर निघण्याची वाट बघतोय. ती निघाल्यानंतर संधी निश्चितच मिळेल. पुढचा विषय आहे या मागच्या वर्षीची स्कॉलरशिप अजूनही शासनाने जो 35 ते 40% दिलेली नाहीये आणि पुढच्या वर्षीचं सुद्धा स्कॉलरशिपचं धोरण शासन डिक्लेअर करत नाही. पण आमच्या लेवलला आमचे प्रयत्न चालू आहेत की शासनाने ते प्रवेश प्रक्रियापूर्वी डिक्लेअर करावं. ते पण निश्चितच शासन लवकर करेल. त्या बाबतीत सुद्धा विद्यार्थ्यांना तुम्ही अवगत करणं गरजेचं आहे की स्कॉलरशिपला सुद्धा तुम्हाला समजा मिळत नसेल, वेळ लागत असेल तर काही मुलांना समजा प्रॉब्लेम्स असतील फी भरायला. समजा ओपन OBCच्या मुलांना सर्वात जास्त प्रॉब्लेम असतो कारण त्यांना 50% फी भरायची असते. ती पण काही ग्रामीण मधल्या मुलांना नसते. तर आपण त्याला सवलतीमध्ये ऍडमिशन देतोच आहे. पण त्याच्याबरोबर बँक लोनचं सुद्धा ऑप्शन आपण दिलेलं आहे. बऱ्याचशा मुलांना बँकेचे लोन मिळायला अडचणी येतात. पण आपल्याला बँक ऑफ इंडिया असेल, बँक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र असेल त्या माध्यमातून आपण त्यांना किंवा HDFC असेल ह्या 3 बँका आपल्याबरोबर अटॅच आहेत. तर जिथे जिथे ही मुलं असतील त्या एरियातल्या बँकेतून आपण ते त्यांना लोन मिळवून द्यायचा प्रयत्न करूया. आणि vidyalakshmi.com ह्या वेबसाईट विषयी सुद्धा तुम्ही विद्यार्थ्यांना सांगणं गरजेचं आहे. त्या वेबसाईटला त्यांनी जर अर्ज केला आणि त्यांच्या वडिलांचं जिथं खातं आहे त्या खात्यामधले जर त्यांनी ती माहिती दिली खात्याची तर निश्चितच त्या बँकेला त्या vidyalakshmi.com वर येणाऱ्या अर्जावरती निर्णय घेणं बंधनकारक आहे आणि म्हणजे 99% लोन मिळण्याचे चान्सेस आहेत. पण ती वेबसाईट खूप महत्वाची आहे. ते पण विद्यार्थ्यांना तुम्ही सांगणं गरजेचं आहे. याच्यानंतर सर्वात महत्वाचं म्हणजे आज ह्या कोविड-19 मुळे जी काय चायनाला दोषी धरलं जातं आणि काही अंशतः ते म्हणजे सर्वांना मान्य आहे की त्यांच्या मधूनच तो तिथं आपल्या इतर देशामध्ये गेलेला आहे. तर त्या माध्यमातून आज तिथली असणारी इन्व्हेस्टमेंट सगळी बाहेरच्या देशामध्ये येत आहे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये भारत देशामध्ये येणाऱ्याचं प्रमाण जास्त आहे. तर आज मी जर सहज आढावा घेतला जे चार्टर्ड अकाउंटंट्स असतात त्यांच्याकडून माहिती घेतली तर किंवा कंपनी सेक्रेटरी असतात त्यांच्याकडून तर बऱ्याचशा कंपन्यांनी भारत देशामध्ये रजिस्ट्रेशन केलेलं आहे. म्हणजे ते त्यांचा बिझनेस इथं चालू करण्याच्या तयारीत आहेत. तर म्हणजे कुठली इंडस्ट्री उभा राहिली म्हटलं की त्याच्यात इंजिनियर हे लागतातच. त्यामुळे इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये पुन्हा एकदा चांगलं करिअर मुलांचं होणार आहे. आणि सर्वात महत्वाची गोष्ट जी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स कंपन्या आहेत किंवा मोबाईल कंपन्या आहेत त्या सुद्धा भारतात येत आहेत. त्यामुळे इथून पुढे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्सला सुद्धा चांगलं महत्व या देशामध्ये राहणार आहे. आणि जसं इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हेकलला इथून पुढे महत्व वाढत आहे. इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हेकल्स टू व्हीलर मध्ये यायला लागले, बसेस आल्या, फोर व्हीलर्स येतील आता छोट्या गाड्या, कार गाड्यामध्ये. त्यामुळे इलेक्ट्रिकल आणि मेकॅनिकल ह्या दोघांनी जर कॉम्बिनेशन केलं तर निश्चित यांना सुद्धा चांगली भविष्य काळात संधी आहे. आणि कॉम्प्युटरच्या बाबतीत तर काही सांगायलाच नको. आज सगळे कॉम्प्युटरला आपल्याला डावलता येणार नाही, कारण कॉम्प्युटरमध्ये सुद्धा खूप चांगल्या संधी आता निर्माण झालेल्या आहे. राहिला प्रश्न आता ब्रँच सिव्हिल इंजिनिअरिंगचा, त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा तुम्ही बघताय की सिव्हिल इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये सुद्धा आता जर हा सर्व शासनाच्या हातातला विषय आहे. शासन जेवढं इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर वरती लक्ष देईल स्वतः, म्हणजे रोड डेव्हलपमेंट असतील, वेगवेगळे पूल असतील, ब्रिजेस असतील, किंवा अजून काही डेव्हलपमेंट जर केली तर निश्चितच त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा सिव्हिल इंजिनिअरिंगच्या मुलांना चांगली संधी राहणार आहे. आणि सर्वात महत्वाचं मला हे सांगायचं की अलीकडल्या या 8 ते 10 वर्षामध्ये आपण थोडे इंजिनियर लोक कमी पडतोय सांगण्यामध्ये मुलांना, जे स्वतः झालेले आहेत, की जे एमपीएससी युपीएससी मध्ये सिलेक्शन होत आहे त्याच्यामध्ये इंजिनियरचं प्रमाण हे 20 ते 25% दरम्यान आहे. हे सर्वात जास्त आहे इतर सर्व ग्रॅज्युएट पेक्षा. त्यामुळे इंजिनिअरिंग ग्रॅज्युएट वाल्यांना ही एक चांगली संधी आता एक निर्माण झालेली आहे. म्हणजे त्यांनी जर एमपीएससी युपीएससीचा अभ्यास केला तर गव्हर्नमेंटमध्ये तर जॉब मिळतीलच त्यांना चांगले. पण त्याच्याबरोबर गव्हर्नमेंटमध्ये सुद्धा काही डिपार्टमेंट्स आहेत, त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा पोस्ट असतात. काही रेल्वेमध्ये असेल तर त्याच्यात इलेक्ट्रिकलच्या पोस्ट असतील, मेकॅनिकलच्या पोस्ट असतील. गव्हर्नमेंटमध्ये बघितलं, स्टेट गव्हर्नमेंटला तर पाटबंधारे विभाग आहे, सार्वजनिक बांधकाम विभाग आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा मुलांना सिव्हिल इंजिनियरला चांगली संधी मिळते. त्यामुळे एमपीएससी युपीएससी हे सुद्धा एक चांगलं माध्यम मुलांना आहे. फक्त आपण सर्वांनी बोललं पाहिजे, मुलांपर्यंत पोहोचलं पाहिजे. आज माझ्या लक्षात आलं की एमपीएससी युपीएससीच्या नावाखाली हे जे कन्व्हेन्शनल कोर्स चालवणारे कॉलेजेस आहेत ते ऍडमिशन्स करतायत, आर्ट, कॉमर्स, सायन्स सारखे, की जिथं मी बघतो ग्रामीण भागात मी ज्यावेळेस फिरत असतो त्यावेळेस बरीचशी आर्ट, कॉमर्स, सायन्स झालेली मुलं घरी आहेत आज. पण इंजिनियर घरी आहे अशी संख्या खूप कमी आहे. असेल मी म्हणतो 5-10%. पण इतर कन्व्हेन्शनल कोर्सच्या तुलनेत ही संख्या कमी आहे. इंजिनियरला चांगले जॉब ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज आहेत, किंवा ते वेगवेगळ्या पद्धतीचे इंजिनियर सुद्धा बिझनेस करतायत, जॉब निर्मिती करतायत. आपलाच एक खोमणे नावाचा विद्यार्थी तुम्ही पाहिला असेल की त्यांनी चांगल्या प्रकारे स्वतःचा 4-5 मुलांचा ग्रुप करून स्वतः एक ऍप डेव्हलप केलं त्यांनी स्वतःचं, टिकटॅक नावाचं, आणि त्याला चांगला प्रतिसाद मिळतोय. त्यालाच आपण एक रोल मॉडेल समजून त्याचं पण एखादं लेक्चर जर ठेवलं ह्या नवीन मुलांच्या समोर तर निश्चितच ते मुलांना एक मार्गदर्शक ठरेल. किंवा आपल्या इथूनही काही बरेचसे स्टाफ मेंबर काही आरटीओ मध्ये सिलेक्ट झाले. काळे नावाची विद्यार्थिनी आपली एमई ची विद्यार्थिनी आरटीओ ऑफिसर झालेली आहे. अशा आपल्या अल्युमिनीचं जर तुम्ही निश्चितच ठेवले प्रोग्राम्स मुलांना तर ते एक मुलांना आदर्शवत ठरणार आहे. त्यामुळे ह्या पण गोष्टी मुलांना सांगणं गरजेचं आहे की एमपीएससी युपीएससीच्या माध्यमातून सुद्धा चांगलं करिअर संधी आहे. आजचा तुमची जी सुरुवात आहे, आता इथून पुढे खरं तर तुम्ही हे सेशन्स कंटिन्यू चालू ठेवले, मुलांना मार्गदर्शनपर तुम्ही वेगवेगळे कार्यक्रम ठेवले. आता सगळ्यात महत्वाचं आहे डॉक्युमेंट्स काढतील मुलं, त्याच्याबरोबर पुन्हा सगळ्यात महत्वाचे स्कॉलरशिपचं तुम्ही सांगणं महत्वाचं आहे. बँक लोन सुद्धा आता तुम्ही मी जे सांगितलं विद्यालक्ष्मी.com माध्यमातून ती मुलांना माहिती द्या. पुन्हा तुम्ही ब्रँच वाईज, मला वाटतं मी आठवत नाही आता कोणाला तरी मी व्हॉट्सअपला एकदा म्हणजे काय म्हणायचं नेटवरती सर्च करून कुठल्या ब्रँच मधून कुठं संधी आहेत हे तज्ज्ञांची जी मतं आहेत ती मतं मी ते सेव्ह करून एक लिंक मी पाठवलेली आहेत. ती ब्रँच वाईज सगळ्या लिंक आहेत. म्हणजे सिव्हिल नंतर काय संधी आहे, मेकॅनिकल नंतर काय आहे, इलेक्ट्रिकल नंतर काय आहे, एएनटीसी नंतर, ते सगळ्या गोष्टी मी तिथं दिलेल्या आहेत. त्याच जर मुलांना तुम्ही सांगण्याचा प्रयत्न केला तर निश्चितच चांगलं ठरणार आहे. पुढचा महत्वाचा विषय म्हणजे आज सर्व ऑनलाईन लेक्चर किंवा ऑनलाईन सगळं गोष्टी होत आहेत पॅन्डेमिक सिच्युएशन मध्ये. स्टाफने सुद्धा आता आपल्याला थोडंसं आपलं लेक्चर जे 1 तासाचं होतं ते कसं इफेक्टिव्हली होईल ह्याच्यासाठी प्रयत्न केले पाहिजेत. फक्त स्वतः 1 तास शिकवण्यापेक्षा अर्धा तास शिकवून त्या बाकीच्या अर्ध्या तासामध्ये किंवा मधून अधून जे चांगले त्या सब्जेक्टचे व्हिडिओ असतील, समजा एखादा इंजिनिअरिंग मधला टॉपिक शिकवतोय आपण, मग ॲटोमायझेशन असेल तर ॲटोमायझेशन कसं चालतं इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये, त्यातला एखादा युट्यूब मधला व्हिडिओ घेऊन तो जर मुलांना शेअर केला, त्या सब्जेक्ट व एखादा टॉपिक मधला त्याचं कसं अप्लिकेशन तिथं आहे हे मुलांना दाखवलं तर अजून मुलांना ते लेक्चर इफेक्टिव्हली होईल. दुसरा महत्वाचा मुद्दा मध्ये आज तुमच्याकडे पीपीटीच्या ह्याच्या माध्यमातून मुलांना ते तुम्हाला सांगता आलं पाहिजे. आणि फक्त 1 तासाच्या लेक्चरमध्ये शिकवणंच होऊ नये तर मुलांना क्वेश्चन अँसरिंग टाईप बी तुम्हाला करता आलं पाहिजे. समजा तुम्हाला ऑडिबल करायचं नसेल अँसर तर तुम्ही त्याच्यामध्ये ऑनलाईन लेक्चरमध्ये येस नोचा ऑप्शन द्या. तुमचा एक ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह टाईप क्वेश्चन तुम्ही द्या त्यांना आणि ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह मध्येच उत्तर घ्या. त्या उत्तराच्या माध्यमातून तुम्हाला मुलांना टू वे कम्युनिकेशन होऊन जाईल आणि मुलांची उत्तरे. काही होमवर्क द्या मुलांना. तुम्ही जर लेक्चर एखादं घेतलं तर त्याच्या शेवटी त्या टॉपिक रिलेटेड तुम्ही होमवर्क देणं पण तेवढंच गरजेचं आहे. म्हणजे हे काही ज्या गोष्टी आहेत, नवीन नवीन टेक्नॉलॉजी तुम्हाला आता इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये येत आहेत, त्या टेक्नॉलॉजी तुम्ही विद्यार्थ्यांना सांगणं गरजेचं आहे. रोबोटिक्स वरती एखाद्याचं लेक्चर असेल तर कसं चालतं रोबोटिक्स, म्हणजे रोबोटचं कार्य कसं चालतं हे तुम्ही सांगणं गरजेचं आहे. आता इंटरनेटच्या माध्यमातून बऱ्याच गोष्टी तुम्हाला एका क्लिकवरती उपलब्ध आहेत, त्या पण मुलांना तुम्ही कसं कसं सर्च करायचं, कसं त्याची उपलब्धता होते हे तुम्ही सांगणं गरजेचं आहे. खरं तर आता तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना वेळ मिळाला पाहिजे, त्यामुळं मी आपल्या सर्वांना काही जास्त सांगू इच्छित नाही. एवढंच सांगेल, तुम्ही सगळ्यांनी मुलांना मार्गदर्शन करा. छोट्या मोठ्या गोष्टी ज्या त्याच्यातल्या आहेत, अडीअडचणी आहेत, ते मुलांना सांगा. प्रवेश प्रक्रियेत काय होतं, कशी चालते. आता तुम्ही बघता की रिपोर्टिंग रूल थोडेसे अडचणीचे असल्यामुळे प्रवेश कमी होत आहेत. त्याच्यावरती आम्ही भांडतोय शासनाबरोबरती. अजून तरी त्याच्यात बदल झालेले नाहीत. म्हणजे की जे वरच्या मेरिटची मुलं आहेत ते खालच्या मुलांच्या मेरिटचे सीट, कमी मेरिटच्या मुलांचे सीट अडवत आहेत. तर त्या संदर्भात सुद्धा मुलांना हे मार्गदर्शन करा. तुम्हाला ज्या कॉलेजलाच ऍडमिशन घ्यायचे त्याच्या आधी ऑप्शन्स भरावरती, बाकीचे नंतर खाली ऑप्शन भरा आणि मिळालेले सीट सोडू नका. कारण कसं आहे की आता 2च राऊंड होणार आहेत या वर्षी आणि ह्या 2 राऊंड मध्ये जर त्यांनी संधी घालवली तर पुन्हा त्याला इन्स्टिट्यूट लेवलला ऍडमिशन घ्यावं लागेल आणि इन्स्टिट्यूट लेवलच्या ऍडमिशनला शासन स्कॉलरशिप देत नाही, हे सुद्धा मुलांना अवगत करा. जेणेकरून रिपोर्टिंग सुद्धा ऍडमिशन मध्ये निश्चित वाढेल आणि त्याचा स्कॉलरशिपचा फायदा मुलांना होईल. त्यामुळं मी तर या ठिकाणी एवढंच सांगेल आणि तुम्हाला सर्वांना इथून तुम्ही जे सिरीज ठेवलेली आहे, वेबिनार सिरीज, तुम्हा सर्वांना माझे
Hello. Nagri sir.
हा, माझं संभाषण मी संपवलेलं आहे. तुमचं कंटिन्यू केलं तरी चालेल तुम्ही.
Okay, sir.
हॅलो, म्हणजे माझं
Hello.
म्हणजे
Thank
बंद
you.
झाला
Thank you
होता
very much,
काही
sir,
वेळ.
for your valuable guidance.
ओके, ओके.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. For last 1 minute, it is not audible. So, thank you, sir, for giving your valuable guidance. All points which we have discussed up till that means what are the points you have discussed, all are noted, and definitely we will uh, uh, take action on that point also. So I kindly request to our eminent speaker for today's webinar part, Sapkale sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
kindly request to start your discussion on engineering. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So, very good morning to all of you. First of all, I will request everyone to kindly mute their speaker phones and their video also, so that in case when I'm presenting anything to you, so that time disturbance won't be occurring. Okay. So I will be starting. I'll be sharing my screen to you all. Sir, is my screen is visible to everyone? Hello.
Yes, sir.
There, sir. Is my screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. I will be
Yes, sir.
starting from now. Okay. So, what next after plus two? That's the most important and very difficult question arises in every aspirant who has completed his 12th or is in ongoing process to complete his 12th standard. Why? Because this is your situation. What is your situation? That is, which stream should I choose? Engineering, medical? Should I be a pilot or should I be a businessman? The main question is, what are my parents thinking about that? Because in some cases, my mom is a doctor, my dad is an engineer, my big bro is a pilot. What should I be? That's the most important question which arises in every after 12 aspirants. So for that, today's session, I'll be discussing various fields or various options you can have after completing your 12th standard. Okay. Here is the introduction part. First one, know yourself. How do you know yourself means the interest which you have, the values, the skill sets. For example, latest example I will be taking, this is Ganesh Chaturthi season, what I will say. On 22 August, Ganesh Chaturthi was there. Okay. So what are the things you will going to plan? This is an example for it. Okay. So Ganesh Chaturthi is there. Yes. You're having 2 members in your family. म्हणजे तुमचे 2 member आहे तुमच्या family मध्ये. Your brother, your sister. Okay. Now what you will do, you have to make something in order to decorate the Ganesh Chaturthi or Ganesh festival in your home. What you will be doing, you will be distributing the task among you, yourself and your brother or sister, you can say. What you will be doing, first of all, my brother is good in electrical or some part of that, so he will be handling the lighting parts. Okay. Second part, my sister is very good in decorations and cutting skills, so that part is yours. First one, what you have known yourself is you have distributed or you have analyzed your skills in which you are very good at it. I'm good at designing and decorating, so I have saved that part for me. Similarly, my brother is good in electrical point of view, that is means we can say is lightings and all, so that point is saved to my brother. That is, I have analyzed my skill sets accordingly. Next one, explore the possibilities. Explore the possibilities means research or try things. For example, my sister is good in designing. So what she will decide, whether I should use glitter paper. मी ग्लिटर पेपर यूज करू शकते का, किंवा क्राफ्ट पेपर यूज करू शकते का डिझायनिंग साठी, किंवा न्यूजपेपर यूज करू शकते का. सो डिझायनिंग इज फिक्स, बट विथ हेल्प ऑफ व्हॉट, that is the main part. So that you have to explore, means explore the possibilities. Similarly for your brother, lightings, LED lighting use karu ki China disco lighting use karu. Okay, so that's the thing. Next one is make the choice. Make the choice. Making choice is the most important part. Why? Because at that time you're setting a goal or you're setting a plan, floor planning with it. 22 August is on Ganpati. Okay, so you have to make everything planned or proper planned so that everything will be completed on 21. Okay, yes or no? So for that, what I will be doing is I'll be making a plan. So from where I have to buy the stores, where are the stores from where I can buy this raw materials. Okay, so for that my planning is to be done, and the main date or 20 you can say, make it happen. Make it happen means put your action in plan, start the decoration, start everything. Now what the planning you have done, first decoration it needs to be done. For before that, stand is need to be perfected. So on which, that is the base. So you have to select your base. So on that your decoration is established, and after that lighting parts come. So these are all your planning part. And make it happen means everything you have to make it happen on that particular day, so that your end result will be on 21st. Okay, this was an example. Similarly, you can take example of if you are celebrating a new year also. If you are in new year, what you do, I know all the students, they what will do, 31st is the new year day. So what I will do, I will plan something accordingly. I will tell my parents that, okay, I'm going to my friend's house or I'm going to somewhere else to do a party, but I don't want to disclose what we will be there doing there. So what we'll be doing, we'll having party, some snacks will be there. Okay, so for that everything needs to be planned. Who is going to be invited? Okay, your friends and all. That's the main thing. Okay, next one. Now career. I can say that career can be divided in the basis of two parts: education based career and talent based career. So first I will talk about talent based career. How talent can make your career. For example, if you are a boy or girl, you are good in athletics or you are good in sports, म्हणजे तुम्ही कोणता कोणता गेम असं तुमचा आहे जो एकदम बेस्ट आहे. मीन्स इफ यू आर गुड इन व्हॉलीबॉल, इफ यू आर गुड इन रनिंग, if you're good in basketball, okay, so that can also make your career. Because of that, you can focus on that field particularly and get proper guidance from the different coaches. So with the help of that, you can establish your career in a particular sports, and you can represent that sports on national level, sometimes international level also, if you are very good at it. Okay, so that's a talent base. And not only sports, I should include the point regarding some videography also. If a person is good in photography also, he captures very good photo. If he's good in editing also, so he can also join to film industry. Okay, so enormous possibilities are there on the basis of talent. Next one is education based career. Now what education based career, what I think is your system has decided for you. That means you have to complete your 10th standard, that is HSC. Then after that you have to complete your SSC. Then after that you have to just go with the flow. That means the field you are selecting, that is completely depend on your education. So that is just the flow, and majority 80 to 85% students are going through education based career. But you can also go with talent based career also. Okay, next one is this 10+2 science. This is the most important slide. Why? Because the groups which you have formed in your 12th standard, that is PCM group, physics, chemistry and mathematics, or PCB group, physics, chemistry or biology, or exceptional cases like physics, chemistry, maths and biology, means you are having both the optional subject with you, mathematics and biology. For that, where you can apply or what opportunities you have or which field you can select. So for physics, chemistry, mathematics, in yellow section, I'm saying they can go for engineering, BE, BTech, etc. Integrated MSc courses also, BCA, BCom, okay, difference also. Now the person who is having only PCB as a group can go for medical, which is MBBS, Ayurveda, homeopathic, okay. BDS for dentals also, pharmacy, homeopathy, everything can be done with PCB regarding biological point of view, we can say. That is genetic engineering also, everything. Now PCMB are the students which are having both the opportunities, means they are having very tough selection point. Why? Because they can select either engineering also, they can select either MBBS or medical also. So for that also we are having different points of selection. You can have a diploma courses, okay, BSc degree, you can say. See, media and journalism also you can do. Film, television courses are there. LLB you can also do. So these are the many options, many different options you can have. Okay, next slide. I will be focusing on engineering. Now, first of all, what is engineering? What I can say is engineering is nothing but a branch of science and technology, which deals with, we can say, is using some specialized basis of knowledge to solve any problem. That means तुमच्याकडे एक असं प्रॉपर बेस्ड एज्युकेशन राहणार किंवा प्रॉपर बेस्ड नॉलेज राहणार, विथ द हेल्प ऑफ व्हॉट तुम्ही एक पर्टिक्युलर दिलेला प्रॉब्लेम, कोणताही प्रॉब्लेम असू द्या, कोणत्याही फील्डमध्ये असू द्या, ते तुम्ही सॉल्व्ह करणार. दॅट इज इंजिनिअरिंग. नेक्स्ट पार्ट. Now the most important of any career selection is the job, because knowledge only cannot fill your empty stomachs, okay, cannot run your homes. For that you have to apply that knowledge to something so that you can get money or you can get a capital, we can say. So engineering graduates, where they will get the jobs? Engineering graduates will get jobs in PSU. PSU means public sector unit. Public sector units means the government bodies which are Indian government is providing. That is, for example, I can say IOCL, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, ONGC, natural gas plants, okay, Bharat Petroleum, BSNL, everything. That comes under PSU. Next one, research developments. Okay, now you can be a researcher, scientist also, but that depends on your selection. After engineering, you can go for different junior research fellowship courses. Okay, for that CSIR is the one who is taking exams, and many exams are there on national level. Next one, teaching field. This is the most favorite field, which I personally demand. Why? Because teaching is nothing but you are sharing your knowledge, what experiences you have got in your particular, in that span of time. So that time you have your particular knowledge, you have expertise in a particular field that you are delivering. Means तुम्ही ते knowledge दुसऱ्यांना share करता. So that's a very important part. Why? Because sharing makes your future generation more understandable for the present situation or the present scenarios which you are tackling. So on that, teaching, what I suggest, is very good field. Now there are many fields we can say where they can get jobs also. Okay, civil services. Yeah, civil services, the most important part. Why? Because civil services involve the MPSC, UPSC, PSI. That all things are involved in civil services, IPS examination, IAS examination. So why I'm saying engineers can do better than others? I'm not comparing with anyone else, but what I mean to say is the engineers, they can clear, or we can say crack the exam very easily. Why? Because the engineers have going under 4 years of that particular course or 3 years of that particular course, B or BTech you can say. Okay, so what they are doing is the entire curriculum which is set for 4 years is mentally preparing that students. That means your thought of mentality has been prepared. How? Because you have rigorous practical assignments, you have rigorous assessments to do, you have rigorous exams you have. So different types of, and you have, and continue with that, you have gatherings also, you have many social events, your technical events, presentations event. Everything is included in that 4 years of your course. You know that you are having, that means which help in your building your present mind of states. And if your mentality is fixed, that load pressure, I cannot say it load, but that's a special training we can say you can have to train your brain for a particular thing. So you're focus oriented. So on the basis of that, you can easy, the students who are engineering graduates clarify. That means I'll be taking not approximately, I'll be taking an example that 60%, I know it's more than 60%, but 60 to 70% students who are clearing MPSC and UPSC are engineers only. Okay, so I'll be suggesting that engineering is best for civil services. Others field also is there, but engineering is the very best. So next one, I'll be the common entrance test. Yes, the common entrance test is the one which helps you to get into any engineering courses or MBA courses we can say, which is after you're completing your graduation. Hotel management courses are there, and mode of exam is online. But in current situation, in pandemic situation, this might be changed or postponed, but you have to attempt any of the examination. Okay. Next one, yes, eligibility criteria for engineering. What I can say is basic. This is the basic, very basic eligibility criteria for engineering. Up till now, this was followed. Eligibility criteria involves passing of HSC. You should be passed HSC with it. What you will be having physics, mathematics as a compulsory subject. Okay, physics, mathematics as a compulsory subject, which is in your 12th, and chemistry, biology, or botany as a technical vocational subjects. Next one, in PCM group after 12th, you should have 50% marks. I'm not considering the overall percentage of your score. I'm considering just the physics, chemistry, maths, 3 subjects total percentage, which should be 50% marks or above. There are, sorry for the disturbance, 50% marks for the general category. Yeah. The next one is 45% marks for the other categories. That means why 45%? Because 5% relaxation has been given by our Indian government. for OBC, SBC, SC, ST categories. After that, these can be changed. Why? Because in present pandemic situation scenario, these can get changed. For that, our government is having some notifications which will be published in coming 1 or 2 months. Okay. So next one is MHCET or JEE mains. This, out of these two examinations, you should at least give one examination with positive marks. Positive marks means non-zero marks. That is single digit you can get 1, 2, 3. That will decide only your selection, in which college you will get the selection. So for that, this MHCET and JEE mains is there. Okay. Next one. This is the most important slide. Why? Because these are the basic documents. These documents are required to get any admission anywhere. You can take in medical field, you can take in a particular app, or if you want to develop a particular mobile, we can say. What you will do, you will okay, I will be taking feedbacks from the user. What you want means मी तुम्हाला विचारणार की तुम्हाला काय पाहिजे एक मोबाईल मध्ये. एक 8 GB रॅम पाहिजे, मला 24 KB ड्राईव्ह पाहिजे, मीन्स 256 GB I want a drive, 250 GB चे ड्राईव्ह पाहिजे, megapixel 24 megapixel of camera पाहिजे. So these are all things which I will do a field test. So with that feedbacks, what I will do, I will conclude everything and build my product. What I will do, I conclude everything and build my product. Not product, I will be building a model. For that model, for that model, what I will be doing is building a prototype. Then that prototype I'll be releasing in the market. Now that market will be giving me another feedback. So with the help of that, means this entire thing is considered in a loop where I can say human interference is there. Now what machine learning is there, it is a part of data science only. For best example of machine learning is I can say is Siri and Alexa, which is present in Alexa is present in the Google part and the Siri is present in the iOS part. So what they will do, for example, if I want to ask Alexa find chocolate for me. So what she will search is, she will search different types of chocolate present in that. Okay, different types of chocolates means it will go anything, but I want specific 5-star. So this was my first occurrence. Afterwards, when I will be asking Alexa select a chocolate for me, so what she will learn is, previously I asked for chocolate and I selected for 5-star. So this time she will directly go and give me 5-star. See, that's machine learning. She learned it from her previous occurrences. Okay, so this is all part of data science and machine learning. It's all famous right now, currently in the present situation. Next one is robotics and automation engineering. Yeah, you can see that the person is controlling that robotic arm with the help of human gesture. These robotics and automation involves the creation or building of huge manufacturing robots which can do the task which a human cannot do. Suppose if you are in nuclear, if you are a nuclear scientist, if you are handling nuclear something, nuclear uranium or something, you cannot interfere in that. For that, robots needs to be there. So these are where field where you can, robots will be there. Second. Okay. So, and the next part is automation field. Yeah, automation field involves your, for example, that the video shows making of hangers, for cloth hangers. So that is done by automatically with the machines also. So any human interference is not present. Next one, petroleum engineering. Yeah, this is also one field which is currently famous in the present scenario. Petroleum engineering, this deals with the extraction of crude oils from wells or in the seabeds. And engineers which are having petroleum engineering as a bachelor course, they all deal with the type of crude materials which you want to extract, the where the location is there, everything is shared in this petroleum. And for by far this is the most famous branch, or we can say ongoing current branch present in an engineering. Okay, next one I will talk about. This was all about engineering part. The next one is National Defense Academy, NDA. What NDA is? What NDA is? We can say that after completing your 12th, you can directly enroll for army related job, defense related job. Okay, Air Force, we can say Navy, Marine, Army. So everything can be concluded, or we can say everything can be included in NDA examination. For that, what the main criteria is, you should have a plus two, means mathematics and physics with chemistry as an base, not biology people. You can only mathematics, physics and chemistry. PCM group is compulsory. Now if you are having PCMB group, that is also okay. So after that, which is situated, this NDA Academy is situated in our Pune, Khadakwasla side. All over Indian candidates have been selected and they are brought there and taught. After completing your NDA, you can become a captain. Okay, you are promoted to captain or you are promoted to lieutenant officer. So with the help of that, it's a 3 years of NDA. Okay, one in military, naval, and that are specification which is completing after your NDA. The next one, this was all about your talent, means education base. Now hello, this is all about your media and communication. Now media and communication relates your mix, means contain your talent base. Means talents means watch, if you are having a good videographer, if you are a good videographer, you take good photographs. Okay, for that you can have an option for cinematographer. Yes, you can direct a film also, you can go in film industry also. You can do a writing part, journalist, you can become a media planner. Everything is there in media and communication. These are some famous engineers: Bill Gates, okay, Jeff Bezos, Sundar Pichai. So why I have selected, there are many famous engineers, why I have selected these? Because these are the person who has developed your day-to-day life apps which you use daily, which you use. Okay, for example, Jack Dorsey, which is from first line, second one, he has invented Twitter for you. Okay, after that, McAfee is there, he has invented antivirus for you. Bill Gates, he has invented a co-founder, we can say, of Microsoft. So with the help of that, you can do your day-to-day life. These are all engineers, they all are engineers. One thing for the enthusiast, means the students, which I know that they like to play PUBG Mobile. Okay, gaming also is there, na? So do you know who owns? He is the one, yes, in the first line, right corner, left corner, Mia Hassan. That is the person who is currently owning Tencent Gaming. So Tencent Gaming, and which holds the Blue Hole Industry, who company who created PUBG Mobile, because they are owning their shares. Okay, so these is the person. So your day-to-day life, everything which you have done, or everything which you do in your daily life. The right corner is John Wickham, means WhatsApp group, which you're using WhatsApp. So this is the person who has invented WhatsApp. Okay, the next one is coming to an end, means our seminar is coming to an end. These are some alumni of the Tagla Group of Institution, Faculty of Engineering, who have excelled in their particular branches and got placed in topmost companies. We can say first one is Rahul Suryavanshi, is placed in IBM. So like that, Sujit Rawat in TCS. Every engineer has accomplished great success in their particular field which they have selected. So thank you for attending. I will request everyone to please kindly go through these slides, which will be available at the YouTube channel. So thank you for attending. Hello, Bere sir.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
At last, I would like to thanks. I would like to give special thanks to Mr. Sapkale sir for sharing his views on engineering, why engineering is required, what are the options after engineering in as a career. Definitely, I hope, yeah, now you all are aware, totally aware with the importance of engineering. Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir.
Okay, so as a as a faculty member of the Takala Group of Institution, I would like to thanks our President Professor Zol sir, our Director Dr. Karne sir, for giving an opportunity to organize such a important webinar series on different points which are to be required for engineering admission process. Thank you everyone, and I kindly request to all participants, all parents, students, and all faculty members to please continue to watch this webinar series from tomorrow also. On 27th August 2020, we are going to discuss on the second part of webinar series, that is Dattakala Group of Institution Faculty of Engineering with its different facilities. So please bookmark this date and be available on 27th August 2020. Thank you all of one for giving such a valuable time and attending this webinar series. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sapkali sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting me for this webinar session, sir. I would like to extend my
Definitely.
gratitude to the Dattakala Group of Institutions
Definitely
and to you, sir.
in future we will take your help also.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sure, sir. I'll be glad to help you also. Thank you, sir.
Definitely, sir.